Serenity said that she knew exactly what I should talk about next time I make a video about me. And she said, Mom, you should talk about your engagement, right?
Yeah.
Because why?
It's an interesting story.
Why is it interesting? And I thought, well, I kind of want to know what my daughter even knows about it. So I would like to know what she knows or remembers about this story.
I don't think I was alive, but I think
You definitely weren't alive.
Yep, I wasn't
I was
alive.
very married when I conceived you.
Yeah. So you were like living with him, right?
Yeah.
But then like he kicked you out and dumped you. And you go to your dad and cried.
That's right. He packed up all my stuff and he sent me to my dad's house.
And he was really sad.
Do you remember why he did that?
For he could go to a Walmart photo shoot area.
Well, it's because I was with him every day. He couldn't go pick up the ring from the place where he got the ring from.
Yeah.
Which wasn't Walmart. It happened to be a pawn shop because I specifically wanted a thrifted ring that was a real ruby, and he totally delivered.
So she was like crying, and the dad was really upset.
My dad, your
Yes.
Papa Brent.
Yeah.
These are real people.
Yes.
With lives.
And then she randomly got a call from like a photography place, like, come now.
A photography?
I can't say it right.
Faux.
Tog.
Ruffy. Photography. Perfect.
This is weird, but okay. If I was the dad, I would say, this is a little suspicious. I'm going with my daughter.
My dad did not say that. He was like, you should go. You need to get a job and take care of yourself. He was like, this is probably a good thing.
That is understandable.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what he did. He encouraged me to go.
Yeah.
Finish your homework, Bubba.
Back to my dad, and he was like waiting, like, where is she? And then like they're thinking about closing down, right?
That is so cute. No.
Really?
That is not right. So your daddy was actually late because he got...
Oh wait, no,
Okay.
you got there first, and then they having to keep waiting for him.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there before me, but he was not. Do you remember why?
I don't know.
Do you think Daddy drove an appropriate speed?
Yes. No.
Daddy got pulled over for speeding on the way. So he was speeding there and got pulled over, so he was even later than he would have been if he had just drove like a normal adult human being. He was not happy with the officer, but he also could not be unhappy because then the officer might become unhappy with him and make it take even longer. So he had to be a very good boy and get back on the road, which he did.
Okay, so they have like her taking photos of these random things, like scenes and stuff.
Hold on. You have to finish your homework, son, or you don't get to get the prize. I know, but you have to finish. Okay, go ahead.
Then he comes, right?
So they made me start taking pictures.
I already said that.
Right, but did you say what I was taking pictures of?
No.
So Daddy had...
Oh, I remember. Papa Sean drew.
So this is my husband's stepdad. He made this. That's Papa Sean.
Like a drawing of her from a photo, but the photo didn't have this in it. It was a hand with a ring coming out. And she was kind of confused. But
it was a picture of me that I actually took, except it was a selfie. Papa Sean had added my hand in the drawing. It was a hand drawing, and he added the hand with a ring in it. And it was so confusing because I just was taking pictures. I was actually really, like, not thinking about what I was doing. I was really sad.
Yeah. Then he comes, right?
Yes, your daddy pops out from behind the curtain.
And then
he proposes. He gets down on one knee And he doesn't say a whole lot. He thinks he said a bunch of stuff. No, I don't remember it that way. I remember him just smiling at me and going, well, no. And me saying, I remember wanting to crawl into your daddy's chest. I hugged him so tightly and fiercely. I was so confused. I was so distraught. Would have never, ever proposed to someone that way. However, I was so happy to be marrying my soulmate. I ran to my daddy's house and showed off my ring so freaking hard and fast.
What was his reaction?
He was just so happy his daughter wasn't sad anymore and that he didn't have to take care of me like that.
Well, guys, that's part 2 of something about my mom.
So, what were you wanting to add to the saga?
We hadn't talked about the day in a while, but now I remember.
Now I remember.
Yeah, now I remember. And
Kanye West.
that cop was a douche.
What for?
Because he wanted to see my insurance verification.
That's a common practice when pulled over.
Yeah. But I told him I don't have it on me, but I asked him just to look it up by my license plate, because that's what I always said back in those days. And he said, no, I'm not going to look it up by your license plate. You're going to have to
He had it with
get me
you.
a verification on the phone.
We don't even like that county. We almost never go back to that county. I won't say the county's name, but if you know us, then you know.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the guy or his face or his name.
It wouldn't be important. They're all the same.
It's all just the same.
What was going through your mind that day? Did you think I was going to say yes?
Yeah, I imagine so. But anyway, I remember he wasted a lot of my time. And then the tow truck was pulling in, and then I finally got through on the phone to my insurance. And then anyway, that was over. And I totally sped even more the rest of the way. I drove like 90 all the way there.
I know, which was really mature of you, right? So mature.
That's what happens when you're 23.
Very demure, very mature, very got the girl at the end.
It was. I was quite flustered when I got there. I had, I was going to go over like lines. I was going to go over a little speech I was putting together, because that's how I live. If I need to like say important things, I gotta like go over it. And I'll make like, if I have to, I'll make a little like the beginning letter of each word, or phrase, kind of like PEMDAS. Anyway, I didn't have time to do any of that because I was so flustered from having to drive there. Anyway, it was nice.
What was Papa and Nana like? I never really asked.
I think Papa was genuinely excited. I guess I can't say that my mom wasn't excited. That wouldn't be fair, but she was concerned.
I bet she was surprised.
Surprised.
That you wanted, I mean, I think everyone, that's a good word for it. A lot of our parents were surprised. We got married soon directly after, without telling anyone.
Yeah, could have just like that. She was, and then hard cut, surprised.
Yes, no, we're gonna leave it. Sometimes history is just funny like that.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
No, my mom loves you.
Yeah.
That's
What's
a big
not to
Papa
love?
Sean. We all love each other.
Well, yeah. What's not to love?
That's it.
Let's see.
I was glad to have it done.
Why did you choose the ring you chose?
It was just your request the request that you just said, not that we had talked about. You just told me.
It was a long time
before.
ago, like in high school, that I had mentioned that I wanted a ruby because it, like, to me, represented the bloodlines of the two families coming together as one bloodline, one drop of blood, which would be a ruby to me. And I really, at the time, had no idea that they were more valuable than diamonds. So that was a surprise for him, because I also don't think he knew that either.
Yep.
So, anyway, that is the story. I said yes, and we directly got married because someone said I wasn't someone else's legal stepmom, and we told them, yes, I am.
Straight away.
Straight away. Well, bye.